This is a little mechatronic system I've been working on for a local artist. It is powered via USB plug-in, and it has an Arduino Micro Pro connected to a servo motor and a motion sensor. Now that motion you just saw was done due to a timeout, so it will time out and just do motion randomly, or actually it's not random, it's every X seconds. But if it were to detect motion in front of the motion sensor, it'll flip the motion immediately. And then there's a 5 or 6 second timeout after that before you can trigger it again. So every time it detects motion in front of the motion sensor, the motion happens there. Now I was just powering this with a cell phone adapter. When you unplug this, you can plug it into a computer and reprogram it, or power it with a computer. You can power it with like a USB power bank. The problem is that although the USB power bank has plenty of power to operate the circuit doesn't actually take that much current. And so as long as it's triggered pretty frequently, the USB power bank says, oh hey, something's drawing current, and it'll keep working. But if you don't trigger it for 20, 30, 40 seconds, eventually the USB power bank says, hey, it's not drawing very much power, and it'll just turn the thing off. So I can plug into my USB power meter here. And you can see it's, 5.13 volts, so it's not drawing any real current to speak of. It's 0.04 over 3, so, 30 milliamps or less here. And it'll just keep going along there and drawing 30 milliamps unless you trigger it. Now, when it's triggered, it'll jump up to maybe 200 milliamps. And so that's enough to say, hey, I'm using this current. But if you just let it sit there for a good 20 or 30 seconds, at some point this USB power bank just shuts off. It says, hey, your total current activity isn't enough, and I'm going to shut off. I think it's just not drawing enough current, so it's not currently recharging a phone, so it's going to shut off to save power. So, for now, it looks like USB power banks aren't going to work well, and I'm just going to use one of these, plug it into a wall, and it'll go forever.